All right, hey everyone, it's August the 30th, the year 2017. There's been some new developments in the Schaeffer Cox case and his appeal. They have thrown out the solicitation to murder, but they have affirmed the conspiracy to murder, and they're going to re-sentence him. That may sound like good news, and it is good news, but it's not good enough. As a matter of fact, a letter arrived from Schaeffer yesterday that predicts this very thing, and Schaeffer responds to it. I want you guys to listen to Schaeffer's words very carefully because he's always a fountain of wisdom. Here's what he says. If the court throws out the 20-year solicitation to murder charge, but lets the 27-year conspiracy to murder charge stand, that will be the most illogical contradiction ever. They are the same supposed crime. Keep in mind that if you remember the girl named, what's the girl's name who wrote about conspiracy, babe? Chris Anhall. Chris Anhall says when a prosecutor can't convict anybody for murder or attempted murder, they have to go with conspiracy because they can just make up whatever they want to make up, and it's all about a state of mind. Schaeffer was convicted of conspiracy to murder and solicitation to murder. That's very important that you understand the distinction, that he wasn't convicted of attempting to murder or murder. He was convicted of conspiracy, which is the idea that he might do something one day under certain circumstances in a far land far away if he met Mickey Mouse. But here's what he says. If they uphold one and let the other stand, that will be the most illogical contradiction ever. They are the same supposed crime. Asking my friends to agree to go murder with me. The asking is the solicitation count. So soliciting to murder is when I go to my friend and I say, hey, would you join up with me and let's go murder somebody? The agreeing to the asking is the conspiracy count. How can you have the conspiracy to murder, which means you're conspiring with somebody else, if they didn't agree to do it? Do you understand what I'm saying? What are the judges saying? My friends agreed to do what I never asked them to do? That's silly. If Scrocky admits one is not supported by the evidence, which he did, then they both are not supported. If they uphold one but not the other, we will just have to come back on a 2255 motion and beat the remaining count with the evidence we have, because the evidence that still has never made it in front of a court proves my 100% innocence. So Schaeffer not only predicted that this might happen, he's already responded to it. You guys need to think very carefully about that analogy that he gave. How can he be guilty of conspiring to murder? Because conspiracy requires more than one person. Conspiracy means that you have conspired with your friends, and solicitation means you asked your friends. So how can you have conspired with them if you didn't ask them and then they didn't agree to it? So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I think Schaeffer has an excellent point, as he always does, and we are moving in the right direction. It is good, but it's not good enough. We need to lift this up in prayer and pray that his resentencing gives him time served, and just let him go home with his family. He's already been in prison nearly 7 years, and let's just let him go home. He doesn't need to be spending another day in prison. So there is a lot of good things happening, but it certainly is not good enough. We're going to continue to trust in the Lord, make a lot of noise, and shine a lot of light, and give glory to the Lord Jesus Christ.